started to feel so sad because at that time we thought like, that's it, the crag is gone and we are never gonna be able to climb there again.
In Spain, firefighters continue to battle wildfires which have led to the evacuation of thousands of residents.
Areas of southern Spain have been hit by wildfires after a prolonged winter drought and unseasonably high temperatures.
Already we'd been more than a week with restriction for fire hazard. No one was allowed to walk in the fields or go outside, and in theory no farming work was allowed, but there was a farmer who managed to get a special authorization. One of his tractors was losing a little bit of petrol and it just caught fire. So basically you could see a line in the middle of the field lower down where it lost diesel all across the field and it started burning.
And the temperatures were like crazy high. It was like 40 degrees in the shade, and also there was a lot of wind. It was super windy that day, so everything got caught on fire super fast.
In less than half an hour, the fire was already at the crag, and even though the crag is like really high, quite quickly the flames were starting to get above the crag.
It's not the rock itself that was on fire, obviously it's the vegetation around, all the trees on the approach and at the top of the crag and at the bottom. It was the heat that damaged the rock itself.
The rock is completely shedded, its layer, so that's what we used to climb on, and basically all of this like really tiny layer is just breaking off, peeling off, and the dust, the fire dust is still behind. Most of the pockets are still okay, they've just lost their superficie, but the problem is when you climb, you're probably going to touch other things, and it's really easy to just break something off. Probably won't make you fall, but it can fall on your belayer. The biggest work is not so much rebolting, it's really just cleaning the route, getting rid of the dust, and getting rid of all of this small layer. Before it used to be like black like this, and now it's like just there. Sometimes the grades haven't changed so much, but sometimes it's going to be new routes, completely new routes.
Oliana is one of the most famous crags in Catalonia because there are a lot of hard routes, so many strong climbers, they come here to project.
It was discovered quite late actually. There's so many hard routes that made it really famous. So there's at least like 5 9A+, 2 9Bs, 1 9B+. I guess La Dura Dura made it the most famous, but the quality of the hard routes is actually incredible. A route like Papichulo is one of the most repeated 9A+ in the world. There's not that many routes compared to like Siurana, Margalef, but for me, like all the routes I climbed here, I really enjoyed. And like being here, it's overlooking the whole valley, the village of Oliana and Peramola. It's just, wow, it's beautiful. I love it so much.
The most important thing that we had to do when we got there the first times was to try to make it safe. The rock was really fragile. We did a lot of brushing the hose. We decided to fix not all the creek roads, but on the most classic roads. And we decided to use steel creek roads so that it lasts longer. And for that, I would like to thank a lot Edelrid, who sent us a massive quantity of gear. That kind of gear is super expensive and we would not have been able to buy everything. We put up a crowdfunding, so we got a lot of money, and I can't say how grateful I am for that. Jörg got the idea of building a pit toilet. We even have a water bottle and a soap to wash your hands afterwards, so I think it's really nice.
Oh, qué bueno.
Yes.
Yes.
Today we managed to get a few people to come and help to try to do a bit of rebolting. We received new bolts, we received new anchors. We have one guy from France, Lolo. He has a lot of experience with bolting and rebolting. He offered to come and help us.
J'ai appris grâce aux échanges que j'ai pu avoir avec vous, avec d'autres avant. Je vais taper et au fait ça va faire reculer et ça va enlever la pression dans le rocher. Tu fais une amorce un peu plus forte et tu la rentres au marteau en force. Et elle tient du coup toute seule.
I want to move some bolts because now it's clean, the line is slightly different. So just to keep it nice and sustained in the grade, I think it's better to re-equip a few bolts. And then I'm going to put a new static rope at the top so I can go down the left line, which I haven't started cleaning.
What I'm doing now is like tumoring up fish eye and gluing the bolts. I already drilled the holes in December. Everybody's waiting for it, but I do it now 2 months later, and this is today. What I did here is I bolted the hole in December, now we have February, and I covered the hole with a tape so no dirt or animals, insects can go in. The hole is perfectly dry. Just checking if it's really clean. Looking good. This is the process of gluing. Big strong bolt. And then it needs to remove all the rest like that. Like so.
Even though I consider it my home crag, it's not just me who's gonna climb there, you know, it's for everybody. So I find it really amazing to see that all of us, taking on our time and energy to do this work, and I think it's really good. It's really nice to see this. It is a bit like seeing someone coming back from an injury and you've been damaged physically and mentally, but then step by step you go back to life. Yeah, you start rising again. Now when you get to the crag, you see all the shiny new creek draws and bolts, and it's really nice to see this.